There is some debate about whether it's better to work out in the morning or in the afternoon. I happen to be a big fan of going in the morning, like 5 a.m. when the doors open, because I feel a certain kinship with people who are at the gym at 5. They are not there to pose at 5 a.m. So you might think that it would make the environment there kind of unfriendly, but no, that's not the case. A few months back, I was in the gym at that hour, and there was this young woman who came in around 5:30, new to the place. She was wearing an old pair of basketball shorts and a sweatshirt that I think she might have painted her living room in. I liked her already. But it looked like it had been a while since she was in shape, and you could tell she was a little lost, maybe a little self-conscious about where to begin, maybe a little self-conscious about being there at all. And before she could turn and have any second thoughts, this young guy who'd been doing bench presses sort of motions to her and asks her if she'll spot him. So she comes over to the bar, and this guy's yoked, by the way. I mean, he's not Thor, God of Thunder, but if he collided with a fire hydrant, he would leave a dent. And he gets back on the bench, and he starts banging out reps, and he gets to the brink of failure, and his arms are quivering, and he asks her to help him get the bar back up onto the rack. And she throws herself into it, and boom, success. And he was very grateful, and he springs back to his feet, gives her a high five. And I couldn't hear their conversation, but after they'd spoken for a while, he starts pointing out where everything is. And I could tell the vibe was that she was feeling much more at home. It was one thing for him to be friendly, which he was, but he was so clever about it. He didn't ask her if she needed help or call attention to the fact that she was new. She was the one doing him a favor. And so when he was showing her where the stuff was, it wasn't some creep hitting on her. He was just returning her kindness. So, I was very impressed. And I went up to him later and I told him I thought that was a really cool maneuver that he'd done. And he said, yeah, that his mom used to tell his sisters, you want a man to feel comfortable around you? Just make him feel useful. And it turns out it works on everyone.